Yeah. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show, a wrestling podcast with attitude.
What's up, wrestling fans? It's Saturday night. Actually, it's Sunday night. God, I don't know what friggin' night it is. I don't even know what's going on. So there's a little bit of stuff to talk about as far as AEW goes. As far as WWE, I couldn't really give a damn. Monday Night Raw is tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. I'm sure it will be blah, as always. Just on a quick note from me, people asked about my ear, but it's time to get back to work for me. The intense pain is gone, so that's pretty much gone. I've got a little bit of fuzziness, and my ear's still muffled and everything, and it's swollen like crazy, but the pain is pretty much almost gone for the most part. So we did the AEW review. If you missed that, that's up here on the channel. We did it live the other day. I'm sure you saw it by now, but if you haven't, check it out. I'm going to talk more about it on my AEW podcast and put that up on the Patreon soon, now that I'm getting back to work after this week of terror as far as my ear goes. Thanks for the birthday wishes. JON MOXLEY, Joey Janela took a picture. Of course, this pissed off a lot of people. I'm almost tired of getting pissed off about it, but JON MOXLEY tweeting out a picture of them hanging out after the show. He's grabbing his neck. They look like they're having some drinks. Well, he's looking like he's having a beer. Joey Janela looks like he's having some kind of fruit cocktail thing. Joey Janela looks like I don't even know. I'm not whatever, man. But but Dean Ambrose looking like he's having a beer. JON MOXLEY having a beer. So pretty cool, man. Like I said, Friday Fest, it was all right, man. It was a nice, good 7 out of 10, good show. Dude, I've never been attacked by more WWE fans and AEW fans at the same time. On my Twitter the other day, man, so many sour, idiot WWE fans. But more than that, sour AEW fans just being like, don't watch. They've already started on me. Oh, my God, dude. I think the AEW fans, I don't know who's worse, to be honest. I don't know who's worse, the WWE fans or the AEW fans. But, God, they are awful. You say you don't like something about AEW, and they go psycho on you, like psycho mode morons. Hey, guess what? I'm going to tell you if something sucks or is good, in my opinion, whether it's AEW or WWE. So you're going to have to deal with it, punk losers. But yeah, one of the things, so there's that kayfabe that we talk about. But then there's the more severe kayfabe, which is Tony Khan, his comments, and the unprotected chair shots to the head, as we talked about. So there's that as well.
Jeez. What? Oh, there's a stage and everything. Holy crap.
They're excited about a stage, Young Bucks were. Wrestling Inc. picked this up.
In determining,
oh yeah, that was all Cody's idea. I think I didn't even know what happened, to be honest. All I know is he did get staples. So I
12 staples in his hand.
I'm gonna have to look back and I'll have a comment on it later. So I don't even know, but I do know that they gimmicked the chair, and it clearly didn't work, right? Because he was bloody. So I don't know. Yeah.
Can you give us a backstory on the Street Fighter look?
I don't know, man. What do you feel about this?
As soon as we found out we were doing this, we were thinking, what can we do? We have to have some type of video game influence thing. And I think I came up with it, right, in the group chat.
So, this is very interesting. They're having post-match comments and post-fight comments, whatever you want to say, and they say, hey, the chair was gimmicked. I don't know what happened. Now, they know that, what I mean, the whole thing was faked, to be honest. It looked like the whole thing was faked. Or the only other thing that could have happened is when he got hit, I know someone said they dropped paint on his head. I mean, that could be it, that they dropped paint on his head or coloring on his head. The only other way you would get bloody that way is because the rim on the chair sliced your head open. So you got hit on the side of the head by the flat part, which is right, but then the rim bent around the back of his head to cut him. That could have been easily what happened. Don't know, haven't watched it enough times to tell you. But how do people feel, I wonder, about, because the chair was made to break easy or bend easily. It's probably like a cookie sheet. You can smash someone in the head with a cookie sheet, and it just kind of bends over your head. As long as it's a cheap one, not a good one, like a really thick one, it hurts. But, so it was probably really thin aluminum is what the chair was made out of. It was gimmick chair. But for them to say that in the press conference, people have been asking me about this, and yeah, I don't know how I feel yet about that. It's like they're breaking kayfabe in the press conference to talk about something, but yet still kind of keeping the kayfabe by saying, I don't really know what happened, and obviously he is bleeding. So they're saying he really was bleeding. So that makes me wonder if he really was bleeding. But yeah, if you bend the chair and the chair bends like that, it's going to go further over your head, which could lead that rimmed part to cut the side of your head. So that could have been what really cut him if that happened. But then other people said that there was like, blood packet or a paint that was dropped over his head, or, he cut himself. Whatever the case is, I don't know. I haven't watched it enough to really figure it out. Bottom line, it was great. I just wish that the Young Bucks and other people didn't talk about a gimmicked chair. I know that now people go, oh, you don't know it's fake, dude? What's the big deal? Like, we all know it's fake. It's just like, I don't know, like, keep up with the whole charade of it. Don't, I don't know, man. I feel like they should still try to keep kayfabe as much as they can. Maybe if you're on a podcast or something and someone's asking you the questions about the behind the scenes and you want to give them. But at the post-show press conference to give the behind the scenes, I don't know yet. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm not saying I don't like it yet. I'm not saying I'm like old fogey, Jim Cornette, but I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel. It's kind of cool that I get to hear from them about it right away, but then the other part of me, I'm just not sure about it yet, and I'm wondering what you guys think about that. Should they try to keep kayfabe a little bit more, or do you just say it doesn't matter and you'd rather hear it right up front? I don't know. You'd have to, you guys would have to tell me in the comments down below. But that's it for my opinions here, follow-ups here on AEW, the Young Bucks comments, and everything else that's been said. My gaming stream, guys, is going to start in a little while, but just over a half an hour away. So if you are following me on Twitch or sub to me on Twitch, you get over there to Twitch, twitch.tv/JoeCroninJCS. Soon it's going to become Evil Spectrum 3, which is my name on YouTube as well, my gaming name on YouTube. So just, guys, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, which was Spectrum Gaming, which was JCS Gaming, which was Battle Royal Battalion, which now is Evil Spectrum. So make sure you guys check out Evil Spectrum. That is my new YouTube channel, or new name for my gaming stream. You may already be subbed to it, but for the people that see it, they're like, what the hell is this? I just changed the name is all. I changed my name. So now on my gaming YouTube channel, it's Evil Spectrum 3. So otherwise, if you're already subscribed to it, I think it's youtube.com/JCS Gaming maybe. But also on Twitch, twitch.tv/JoeCroninJCS. Soon my Twitch name is going to change to twitch.tv/EvilSpectrum3. So just make sure that you know about that. And in about 30 minutes, I'll see you guys live with my gaming stream. And patrons, if you're on Patreon, you're going to get an alert on Patreon about it. And I'm going to have a Morning Madness episode coming up. I'm going to have the Corrupted Podcast audio up, if it's not up already, from last night on Saturday. And a couple more things coming this week for Patreon, including I found my old journal from 1993 to 2005, and it's really goofy and stupid and embarrassing, and I'm going to read it to everybody on Patreon coming up this week, so that should be hilarious. And yeah, that's about it. Monday Night Raw review tomorrow night, and just a bunch of shit going on throughout the week. Also got the big holiday, so we're going to see what happens there. And yeah, I will see you guys tonight for some probably some NHL, Madden, PUBG, and Diablo 3 on my gaming channels. Come on over and check it out, YouTube or Twitch, and become a member or sub over there. And that's it. I'm babbling on. More AEW coming with the AEW podcast, which is the EWP podcast that I'm doing on mostly AEW and some other things. We'll talk about Ring of Honor, Best in the World, and a couple other things over there as well, plus a little bit of a WWE preview and a lot of AEW talk. So much coming to the Patreon and then going up on the iTunes and coming here as well. And I'll have more news tomorrow. Back to the normal routine of more videos again after having this week of just being in pain from the ear problem. The infection seems to be gone. Thanks to everybody who sent me birthday wishes and shit. That was cool. And that's it. I'm done babbling on. Here's some videos you might have missed. And my links to my gaming streams are all down below. Just expand the description box below. It's huge. And it's full of all the information of everywhere else you can find me tonight for my live gaming stream hangout.